Hi everybody, this is Sergeant Shoemaker. Oh my god, stop. No. No. Okay, I'm not gonna stop. I want to I want to stop. I'm not gonna stop. Uh this is me checking in for day 3. Uh Anyway, this is actually going to be take two of this. I got it. I'd say like maybe 2 or 3 minutes into the last take, and my phone overheated. As you can probably see a little bit, it is a nice sunny day here in the lovely state of Washington. We don't get those as often as you get them in other places in the world. But that being said, so yeah, this is take 2 because my phone overheated. As I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted, I'm trying to recall everything I started with, and probably well, it's gone. It is history. You will never see it. So, topic for today: kayaking, because kayaking things to talk about. So. Kayaking is actually it is a very nice hobby that I was introduced to in 2019, and I do not own a kayak. I probably should get on to doing that, but it's something I enjoy a lot every time I have gone. And the story overall, the first time I went kayaking, it was April. I had things going on later in the year, and my buddy was leaving because he was a doctor and had just gotten his internship stuff, or got into an internship program, and so we decided to go kayaking in April in Washington, which, as today, April 22nd, beautiful day. It's a balmy 61 degrees Fahrenheit, and but this is an example of a great day to go kayaking. But on the day we decided to go, it was going to be slightly rainy and 50s, and I was kind of worried about hypothermia and stuff. So because I had never been kayaking before, I didn't have experience in flipping over, what that would be like, or what if I get wet, how wet and how cold is that going to be, and if it's windy and all that stuff. So then of course the first time I go kayaking, we're going on Puget Sound, which is a very large body of water which has access to the ocean, and orcas go around and stuff, and there's seals and wildlife and all this crazy shit. But anyway, so we get in the water and stuff, and the reason why I was going with my buddy is because he had this 2-seater kayak, and I was in the front and he was sitting in the back, and we were just paddling along and stuff, and it eventually and we're paddling along, and we kind of stayed close to the shore, because it was, when we first started out, it was windy and choppy, and it was really difficult. We started just going perpendicular to the shore, and going straight out, we were just going out in the middle of the sound, and we're oh yeah, kayak, or just going out this far, and we got to I have no idea in terms of estimation of distance, but we got out there a bit, and it just kept getting exponentially harder and harder. And I think the wind was blowing directly at us, kind of thing. So it was oh my god, this is so hard. And we just felt like we were going nowhere. And part of that was just probably because we were going out, and the distant shore was distant, so it would have taken a long time to actually get there. And we were just it doesn't feel like we're getting any further. So we decided to go along the shore at that point. So we started going along the shore, going northwards from Dash Point State Park, if you know where that is or can Google. We started going along the shore northward, and then the sun comes out, and we're both sweaty and hot. And before, I had on my silkies, my black silky, my ninja suit, if you're in the military, knows what that means. So I had my ninja suit on, and under just like some t-shirts and some shorts and stuff like that, to keep warm. And then sun came out, so I like rolled my ninja suit sleeves up and stuff. And we just kept paddling. It was really cool. On the way, or after the sun came out, we saw seals, and they were just kind of like playing around, and we just saw them at a distance. It was cool. And then we were like, all right, let's go over here and we'll do a turnaround at like this one random point. And we're slowly like just paddle on, getting close to the shore. But it's still like kind of slow, and whatnot. And we have service out there, so I was like, let me look up, like, because I had looked up prior to this how to do kayaking, because that's what I do. I just like, before I do something, usually I'm like, let me research how to do it, because other people have done this. I will take their wisdom and try to incorporate that into what it is I'm doing. And so we're like literally watching YouTube videos on how to kayak with two people, because that's what I didn't do before. Kayak with two people, or didn't look up before, while we're in the middle of the Puget Sound kayaking. And like the biggest thing that they said was like, if you have someone who has stronger upper body, they should be in the back. And I was like, oh, maybe we should flip, just because my buddy, he'll wholly admit he does not work out at all. And you know, like Army, we do, at the very least, we do push-ups. So I have just some upper body strength more than him. And so we were like, all right, at the shore we'll flop and we'll see if that makes things easier. So we keep going towards shore, and like as we're like making our way into the shore, at this far distant point, I'm like looking at the shore and I see something on the beach, and I'm like, is that an eagle? And it's a good like 10 minutes of just paddling straight towards it, and we're literally not like out of like saw this object, let me go to it kind of thing. We just happened to already be pointed directly at it. We made our way to shore, and sure enough, it was a bald eagle just kind of sitting, chilling on the shore. And we're like, oh my god, this is so cool. I might still have pictures. If I still have pictures, I will post them. But yeah, it was really cool. As we got closer to the shore, the eagle's like just sitting on the beach, and then it takes off and like lands on the top of a tree right next to the beach, which I'm assuming is where it lived, or close to, or something to that effect. Then we got to the beach, swapped, and then we start paddling back. And it was so much easier because I was the one in the back and he was the one in the front, and like I was able to match his pace and everything, and then like just push through and stuff. Yeah, so it was so much easier with me in the back. And maybe that partly has to do with weight and stuff like that, because I weigh more, and so like it kicked the front of the boat up and stuff, as opposed to me weighing it down and adding resistance. I think that's the thing. Anyway, and we start paddling back, and it's like full sunshine and beautiful, and we're like, oh my gosh, it's so great and everything. This is awesome. And seals literally start following us, and like we're just like paddling through the water, and like they have seals just like hopping around or hopping up and down in the water, looking at us and stuff. And like at one point, like a seal came up, or like went under the water, you could see it, and then it came up and was like literally like 4 to 6 feet from us. It came out of the water and was like, oh shit! I realized it was really close. It dove right back under. I guess it didn't realize it was that close to us, and that we would like lock eyes and make eye contact. And so anyway, we paddle all the way back, and had a great time, packed up his stuff and went home. Next day, I had sunburn like nobody's business, and I had like the greatest tan line I've ever seen. Arms downward and like, I don't remember what shirt it was, but the collar up, and I was just like, this is great. And it was a good time. Oh, I am already over. Anyway, so that was kayaking, my first adventure ever kayaking.